Good morning, good morning. How you like the red glasses? Just got these not too long ago. Trying them out. I've been in a glasses phase. Happy Sunday. On my way to the job. And thought I would do a quick little car chat. And so here we go. You guys are probably tired of seeing this wonderful scenic route, but it is so green and plush and beautiful. Oh, I am so through this morning. I tell you what, if I had not spent so money on that damn dog and invested so much money in him, this morning would have been the morning that his ass would have had to find a new home. I ordered some, I hate putting up curtain rods. Hate it. So I found these, they're like a man strip kind of rod. Hooks that you can put your rods on. So you just tape them to the wall. Well, they have a sticky back, and you stick it to the wall, and you put your curtain rods on there. And I tried that out. So I did that in the living room. And I was like, oh wow, these work so good because the curtains are very light, because I have like white curtains up for, very lightweight white curtains up for the summer. Because I like the sun to be able to shine in and, get sun for the plants. So I have been boarding off. You guys seen the inside of my house where I have all the little gates for Mr. Parker. Well, I had to actually tie one to a piece of furniture and to fake plant I have in the living room to block one end of the living room, and then I have double ones on the other end of the living room. Well, he has figured out how to nudge them open. So as soon as I got in the car yesterday going to work, he had gotten out. What I didn't realize was that he had pulled down, because I had just put I didn't just put him up. I can't remember what day I put him up. Had pulled, barking and getting in the window so much that he had pulled on the curtains and made the sticky rod holder come loose on two ends. So I didn't realize that till this morning, because I was going to open up the curtains, and I'm like, why are my curtains crooked when I know that I measured to put these hooks up there? And then I seen that he had pulled them off. So then now, to keep them up there, I hate to say it, I did use some E6000 or whatever it is to try to hold it up there. So I'm gonna let that sit while I'm at work. So now I'm annoyed. So normally I put him out in the morning so he can play around outside before I go to work, because he's gonna be in the house all day. So I put him out, I'm getting dressed, and I'm trying to call myself getting there earlier than 11 today, but it looks like that's not gonna happen. So I talked to an uncle that's in California. Hey Jamal, shout out to him. He's an ER doctor, and he was actually getting up early this morning to go to a meeting. We had been missing each other. So I chit-chatted with him for a minute, but that didn't take too much time because I knew I still had some time. And then I decided to have a cup of coffee, and then I started getting caught up in watching other folks' vlogs, as they say. So then I'm still, iron my clothes, ready. So I did everything I needed to do, and all I had to do was go get Parker, bring him, and put him back in the house. Why, when I go to get him, I pick him up to bring him back in to go ahead and put him behind the gates, because then I went and got a big old container to put in front of the other two gates so he can't push that. He done shit it on my front porch, on my mat, and I stepped in it. Well, I didn't realize that. I didn't see it. So I didn't realize I had stepped in it until I walked back in the house, was putting him behind the gate, and turned around, and I'm like, what the fuck? Oh, sorry, y'all. What the blip? I done tracked crap into my house. Oh, I'm furious now. Because I had put on a pair of, and I'm glad that I have put on these. They're older pair of sandals, well, you know, slide-ins, but they're cute enough. They're Clarks, and they're white and match the white in my dress, but you know, they're just like ones you put on when you go ripping and running, and I didn't feel like really flip-flopping around today in some heels. So I'm glad I had those on, but because of the rubber sole, I had crap all between the lines of the sole, all from the front door to the beginning of the dining room. Had to clean all that up. Oh, I'm mad. Had to throw away the mat, and I had a covering on my porch, and I was going to get rid of that because it got sun faded, but I like to thank Parker because I had to pull it up today, and I just threw all of that in the trash and cleaned my shoe. Oh, I'm just like, I wasn't feeling that. Really wasn't feeling that. So I'm like, thank you, Parker, for making me frustrated first thing in the morning with his bull crap. And I'm like, don't you dare bark when I'm leaving today. Get your butt behind this dang on fence and call it a day. And I did not give him a snack before I left like I normally do. So there you go. Oh, my windshield is so dirty. My car needs to be washed. I have a guy that's been detailing it, but I have not called him lately. I need to call him this week. See if he can fit me in because it needs a good detailing. The windows, I'm sure you probably can see the dirt on it, because I can. So there we go. That was my morning. How has your morning been? So I thought I would talk about this whole dating thing that I'm doing. So yeah, so I put myself out on a dating site, and this one isn't as bad as some of the other ones, but it's bad. This is the funny thing though, and listen to me here. This is the thing that I realized. I was watching some of the other vloggers, and I watch some of everything on YouTube because, you know, you can find everything on YouTube. Who would have thought? So I pulled up BBL. So if you don't know what that is a Brazilian butt lift. Because at one time I had thought about getting lipo, because y'all know I'm on this whole journey of trying to get this gut down. And when I say journey, it is a long one, okay? So shout out to menopause and putting weight on, all right? So I was like, maybe I could take the fat from my stomach and make my butt bigger, because, you know, as you get older, your butt starts to sag, your breasts start, everything is going soft, child. Everything is pointed to your kneecaps. So I was like, maybe I can do that, and that will take some of the fat from my gut and make my booty bigger. So so I was like, well, let me go on YouTube and see, you know, watch other people who've had this done and the procedure and what you got to go through. And let me tell you, no, we won't be doing that. Just the whole, I mean, I watched one where they actually was taping the procedure itself. Gross, and it looked painful, and the person was knocked out. Then I watched the ones where they did the recovery. Some who did recovery at home, and others who went to a recovery house. Oh, cannot. Just the whole thing, it was just nasty. I mean, having the, what do they call it, the faja, and you're bleeding still, and you got to keep the thing on, and oh, it was just all too much for me. And I have a thing about smells anyway, so old dry blood on you for no, I cannot. So it looks like I'm gonna have to do the exercise way of getting this off. So from there, I ended up watching another young lady's vlog because she had did one about her BBL. Matter of fact, it was her second one. So after I watched her vlog about her BBL, I went and checked out some of her other videos that she had. But if this is the interesting thing, now here I am trying to, I guess for one, my doctor has been begging me for at least 2 years to get some of this fat off, health-wise, okay? I know aesthetically for me, I would be happier because to me, I would look better in my clothes. I mean, I buy clothes that fit the shape that I have now, but you know, if I was smaller, they would be cheaper because, girlie, once you get over to the big girl size, they charge you for that extra material. Yes, they do. So that could cut off $2 to $4 on an outfit for me because I would be back down in the small girl stuff, small women stuff. And, you know, I'm back in the dating scene. I want to be able to look my best also. And we know men are visual. But I'm watching this young lady's vlog, and she is a nice looking young lady. She has had her nose done. My God, you know what? She's had so many procedures, it's ridiculous. Nose done, breast done, 2 BBLs. She's constantly going to get stuff done to her neck, her chin. I think when she got her nose done, she had her chin done also. Procedures on her neck, her face. She spent a lot of money on upkeep for herself. And I'm thinking, okay, you wear the wigs, you done got your, as they say, your stomach snatched, your butt is so big, it's too big for your body, and you'll throw your wigs on, even put on color contacts and all this stuff. Not that she needs all that, but hey, if that makes her feel good, all right. And she's beautiful. But why she ain't got a man either? I was telling my sister, I was like, let me get this straight. This young lady done spent goo gobs of money on doing all this stuff to herself to make herself look better to her. And yet, the men treat her just the same way they treat me. And I'm older and fat and going through menopause. I was like, why are we both sitting at home watching YouTube? Why are we both doing the same stuff and you without a man? Because the ones that you meet want the same thing that the ones that I meet. They want sex and then move it on. I found that very refreshing, eye-opening, and I was like, you know what? Men are full of crap. They really are. I was like, because you know what? And let me tell you, listen to me now. I've already known this, but this kind of solidified it since I've gotten older. Because, you know, I was out of the dating thing for about 18 years. But they don't care. You can be a Halle Berry, or you could be Medea, Whoopi Goldberg or something like that. They don't care. Looks, body size, all that. They treat us all the same. Nationality, it don't matter. They treat us all the same. Stick it and move it. And I was like, wow. I was like, so why the heck I need to get me a BBL? Why I need a tummy tuck? They better accept me with the fat I got on me and be happy. And be happy that I'm saying, all right, you can spend time with me. Me and my fat. Because you know what? She got an opinion too. So yeah, I thought that was a interesting revelation that I made in this whole dating thing. And yes, you know, wow, you know, men say some stuff that never ceased to amaze me. I actually had some 30-year-old send me a message talking about something. I want to be his sugar mama. What in the hell was wrong with him? I told him, F no, and I delete. Because I'm like, what in what world do you think that I gotta pay for a man to have sex? I don't know a woman who can't have sex. There's always a man that will have sex with you. Now, whether you want to have sex with him, that's a different story. But there's always a man who's willing to have sex with a woman. So we don't have to get on a dating site to get sex. And why in the hell would I pay you for sex? Man, no, and no. I have spent all the money that I'm going to invest in a man when I was married. And he done used up every other man behind him, any money I would spend on him. If you want to make me mad, start talking to me about some money. That will be the last conversation that we have. I will politely get off the phone, and that's it. Not doing it. Not doing it. That just makes me mad to even think about that stupid comment that he sent me. But yeah, so between those types and the ones who are in prison, can somebody tell me why they have so many phones in prison for there not to be any phones in prison? They do more talking than the people outside of prison and on dating sites and want you to put money on their books. And my thing is, what can you do for me? You are locked up, sir. Who knows when you're getting out, because you may be lying. Your name may not be the name that you're given. All you can do is have conversation. And so now I'm paying for conversation for a man that's locked up? These men are a trip, and a bad trip at that. It's like a trip that you went on and you forgot your panties. And you get to the place and you like, dang, now I gotta go try to buy some. Because I don't get it. Excuse me? You want me to put money on your books? So that you can talk bullcrap to me? And whoever else you're milking for money to put money on your books? So I can make your time in prison more comfortable for a crime that you committed? Nah, bro. Nah. That ain't happening. Nope. Nope, nope, and nope. So, yeah, that's kind of how this dating thing has been going. Which means it has not been going well. I mean, I've met some guys, went out to dinner or whatever, but either the chemistry wasn't there, or they were still full of crap in person, you know, or it's just what it is. So we will continue on that and see how it goes. I am determined not to let them deter me from this whole thing, and besides, it makes for good stories. What can I say? Guys, I'm going to stop and do something that I don't need to do, which is get me some breakfast from, there we go, from Sonic's. I never eat fast food until I work those weekends. So I'm going to order that and then take myself on to the job. Nice talking to you guys this morning. Thank you for being here on my trip to work. Everybody have a wonderful Sunday. Get out, do something fun, enjoy the weather, and have a great day. Love you guys. Oh, subscribe, share, and come back again. Signing out. Bye.